I'm scared for what question 9 and 10 are because I'll reveal all, baby.
Yeah, and he's a prick, and I hope he burns in hell.
I hope you're ready, world.
Q&A type of thing.
Kind of like a little interviewee kind of format, slightly different than normal.
I'm nervously excited.
Yeah, and I'm like, is it the same kind of shot? Are we 10 different shots?
Yeah.
It's not going to be a shot with me in it, isn't it?
Oh yeah, don't make them
No
grim.
disgusting shots. These are all actual drinks.
Thank God. Okay, that's a relief. Oh yes, we're starting strong there now.
This is a bourbon.
Oh.
Hang on, we're taking 10 shots. It literally only dawned on me. I'm like, I've
I
things
know.
to do. It's nearly home time.
What's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
Oh. I haven't done shots in a while.
Oh, that's lovely. I think I can take this one and take the lead on it because you were there for it. And it was so weird. We were all in America. And I put it down to jerky. I think jerky is the same the way people talk about if you have cheese late at night, you can have a bad. Because I ate a lot of jerky on that trip because I love jerky. And that night, I was convinced in the dream that a guy had come into our room and was like, get the fuck down on the ground. And I was like, we're all going to die. So I shot up screaming in the bed and to calm me down, Lolsy slapped me in the face. And it worked. And then after I was like, you alright though?
I was like, oh. Before I had ever properly kissed someone, I didn't know what the sensation felt like. And I had a really, really vivid dream. I think I was maybe 13 years of age, where I kissed Jason Briggs from the American Pie films.
Oh my God.
And I could physically feel his tongue in my mouth, and I woke up being like, oh my God, what the fuck? I was young. He was at least, 15 years old. Like, it was a man, and I didn't want my first shift to be with a man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Two very distinct,
vivid.
Too very real, yeah. Like as in the moment we thought that, like I wish I was there to slap you. I only wish I
I
could be there
needed
when
a
you
slap
fall.
after.
From a Patreon subscriber called Perry T.
Thanks
Perry
for
T.
subscribing,
PT.
Perry.
He asks, best and worst thing you've ever tried?
Oh. Oh yes. Okay.
Balls.
I don't like gin, but here we are.
I need it mixed with something.
Gin. For me, I think it's a bit of a fucking no-brainer what the worst thing I've ever had on this channel. I'm not even gonna say it. You can fucking allude to it. You know what I'm talking about. You know. Because you bloody bring it in here repeatedly. Came in here and I was like, I don't know if I'm friends with you. I don't know if I'm talking to you right now because there's just been too many incidences where, you come in under a false sense of security thinking, this is gonna be fun. We're just gonna have some nice treats. And then the D comes out.
Yeah.
Licorice.
Some D's aren't very pleasant.
Yeah. Is there a particular incident? Are you joking? That's like, is there a particular time you got shot that was fucking more enjoyable than the last? Are you joking me? That is an well, which was the best and which is the worst? Are you fucking for real?
Yeah.
And which is the best thing you've ever
The best thing I've ever had was Canadian cakes. Billow log, hello, Devashon, you are knocking it out of the park.
Best thing that's ever I've tried was like all the white chocolate stuff when Rhea sent on the thing, and it was just like every Christmas had come at once, and I was just like, that hot chocolate. Oh my God. My least favorite one was the flippy, salty licorice coin.
Oh my God, I forgot
Lads.
about that. I blocked that out. That was like battery acid, wasn't it?
It was
Genuinely.
The salty licorice.
Of course you would.
Yeah, you're
sick.
a Viking, clearly.
Fucking
Do
sick.
a DNA test, 90% Viking. This is cider.
I can confirm it's not cider.
Oh,
It's a
a
beer.
What's your most embarrassing school story?
Ha.
Oh.
How do I pick one?
Yeah,
Divine
there's so many. We used to have these school assemblies where the older kids got to sit on these old benches, and everyone else had to sit on the floor, and it was poured concrete, like laminate flooring, and maybe there was presentations or speeches, or someone would come in to give us a talk. I remember sitting on this like hard, tacky floor and needing to fart. I was like, maybe if I let it out really slowly, no one will notice, because I didn't want to be like a, I was like, no, let it out. really gently, and if it smells, I'll look at someone who smells and be like,
Yeah, pass the blame.
and I don't know if it was a combination of this flooring or not, but it came out like, you know, when you let out a balloon, it's like,
I was just gonna say, yeah.
for I'd say about 45 seconds, and people were like, what the fuck is that? No, what does that smell? And I was just like, I can't. So I had to just continue with this, like,
Oh my god.
and like that has stayed with me for so long.
When I went to secondary school, it was a huge eye-opener that I have no understanding of how to, you know, put on makeup or present myself in a way, because I went to school with boys. I was very self-conscious. I was a late developer. I'm still waiting for them to come in any day now. They'll come in, confide in some of the girls, and like, just stuff a bit of tissue down there, like, you know, it'll look better. I, being the most innocent human being in the world, did not understand that they meant you needed to take the tissues out of the, you know, like the plastic packaging, the little pocket ones. Yeah. So I put them into my bra, walked into school thinking,
Crinkly.
hello baby, here we go, boys, form an orderly queue. And they were like fucking triangle tits. I looked like Lara Croft in that PlayStation 1 game where the graphics were like 2 triangle domes. One of them named me Rubik's boobs, and that lasted for about 3 weeks. They called me that, and
Oh my, sorry, that's really cruel, but what a pun.
yeah, no, I mean, you have to respect where it's, you know, due. Listerine, lovely.
Jeannie Macton.
You could have just said my breath smelled, Sean.
Blue.
Alright.
When was the last time you got recognised for try?
Wow.
Or a memorable time, I guess.
Oh, I'll tell you a memorable
I'll tell you a
time.
memorable time. That was like blue creme de menthe.
Blue Curacao.
Was it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, we were in America and we were in Disney World.
Ah, yeah.
And we were walking around Disney World and literally 7 different groups came up to us. And
Yeah.
we're like, oh my god, are you...
They
Now,
were so nice as well, though. That was the thing. Like,
they were the purest
I've met
souls.
people elsewhere that have just been like, "Hi," and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry."
But the thing that blew my mind, I was like, fucking Goofy's over there. Like, what are you doing talking to us?
Yeah.
That's what that blew my mind.
To bring the tone down, I was going for a colonoscopy, and
Oh, that's victory yours.
and I to drink this thing called Clean Prep, which essentially runs the guts out of you. And I went into the chemist, and she was explaining how it would work and how violent it would be and how to prepare for it. And I was kind of getting a little bit nervous, and she goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I will be." And she went, "Well, it's not the worst thing you've drank." And I went, "What?" And she went, "I'm so sorry, I'm a big fan." So she knew that I was going home to, you know, Mount Vesuvius all over the place. Like, that was just
my God.
a very, yeah.
Fuck hell. Like, as in 3 different types of buckets that we were going to buy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking tin.
Tin
I'm
one.
thinking copper.
A big one.
And a plastic one. Just
Yeah.
Three things you want to do before you die.
Oh, shite.
Okay.
Jesus, we're getting... Okay. Do you know what? Could we have been sent these in advance so I could think about them?
Yeah.
Because
It's
my
hard to
mind
come up
just...
with stuff
on
on
the
the
Part of
spot,
the-
you're
it's
like...
part of the stress, part of the... Whoa.
Oh, holy balls. What the fuck is that?
Tequila! Okay, right, I have to have this. Okay. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. The Lolsy face, though. I really want to go back to America and do a proper trip around. LA, I really want to go to California. I want to go to LA. There's a theatre, Largo's Theatre, I really want to go see. Can we go one by one here so I
okay.
can have time to think? Does that work?
Be self-sufficient as a comedian. I think life goals exist. It's really difficult to be a person in the arts, especially in comedy capacity.
I'd really like to learn piano. I really would. I tried a while back and I was doing alright. And then I got out of the run of things because of the fucking world just not demanding, but like because I got back working a lot. It's also a side thing of like I want to try and reach a point where I'm not so dependent on being online all the time, because that's one of the things that I find difficult with being in comedy. You're able to build better relationships and more sincere ones and better connections when you're not half distracted by what's happening on the phone. So it's half I want to learn piano and half I want to reach a point where I can have enough time to do that and not be distracted by my life online.
I would like to see Billy Connolly live. That needs to happen real soon.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, he's a comedy hero of mine, and I would love to go to Norway, as I have been learning Norwegian for a streak of something like 1,150 something days.
I'd like to actually, just once in my life, fly in fucking business class to be like,
Oh, that's
what's
a
the
good
height?
one. No, not business class. First class.
That's what I meant to say.
First class.
I don't even know the name for
You
it.
just lie down and they move you and they're like, how would you like your steak cooked, sir?
What's the wildest thing you've done to get the attention of someone you fancy?
Oh no! How do I pick one? I'm such a mess. Oh no!
Because I'm the opposite. I'm like, oh my god, I fancy that person. Better
Never.
avoid them in
Yeah.
case they think I fancy them. Like,
Well, it's that too, but in my head then I'm like, it's the most subtle things I'm thinking, this is huge, and it's nothing at all. I'm like, I'm still irrelevant in your life. Like,
oh, that's delicious. That's non-alcoholic, is
Just
it?
ginger ale.
It's just ginger ale. Yum. Schweppes. Most memorable thing I've done to let someone know that I've fancied them is just being like, do you want to kiss me? Just plain outright.
that is wild.
you
That
wanna
is
kiss-
genuinely
do you-
wild to actually do that.
Do you want to go for a walk and then kiss me?
I like this guy in school, and he played football. And then there was this football match on that he was playing. I convinced my best friend to come with me, that we would go together. And we concocted this whole lie of that, oh, my cousin plays on the team, that's why we're there. And then afterwards he was like, oh, hey, why are you here? And I'm like, oh, my cousin plays on the team.
Oh no.
Not thinking he's going to have a follow-up question of, who's your cousin?
Oh no.
I literally know no one's name.
My chest is literally going with
Um,
the cringe right now.
And then I'm like, fucking pass it, pass the bat, pass it. I'm like, no, not my cousin, Megan's cousin. And what's your cousin's name? And she's standing there like, you fucking bitch. And then me and my friend both were like, we actually have to go because her father's over there and we have to leave. And that was it. And then I ended up going out with him. And then but I could never go anywhere without my friend being there. And I went to his fucking granny's birthday for some reason. But his granny thought my friend was me.
Oh
right?
no.
And thought I was this fucking clinging bitch who was turning up to family events and like, why are you here? So it didn't last long because then his family thought I was a different person. Anyway,
You were a 2-for-1 package.
we came, yeah, you got 2 in 1.
What's the weirdest tradition your family has?
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know if it's tradition, but it's. Oh no, you have a flashback.
No, I mean just where they don't recognize me as anything and my brother's the favourite no matter what.
Have you ever tried getting a job in Google if you like the internet so much?
You would not be a primary school teacher, do your little films then the summer.
Yeah.
Sláinte.
Sláinte to you. Oh, that's gone through my arms and into my elbows.
Oh, stunning though, isn't it?
Someone from my family every year dresses up as Santa Claus, and even though there's like no child-age children in the family, you still have to go sit on Santa's lap and get your present, and you have to call out the name. So it's like Lolsy, Lolsy, or like Neve, Neve. Oh, there was one year we did it, and everyone had to dab with Santy. It was just. And I love it.
Again, weirdly, I think there's a lot more traditions around Christmas. It's the Christmassy thing time, but there's one thing that my brother comes home every year. He lives in a different country, and he comes home and he always dresses up. So normally it's people standing there with signs being like, welcome home, but he does the opposite, he flips it. Whereas he came in last year dressed as a ghost with a sign saying, ooh, I am the ghost of Christmas past. And every year my mother comes closer to having a heart attack. And like the year before, he came in dressed as Jesus, shouting, "The prodigal son has returned!" and had a sign saying, "I can't turn water into wine, let's go to the pub." And again, my mother was faint. And every year my mother claims, I'm not going to pick him up. I'm not going next year. And she does, because she's equally just excited about what he's going to turn up dressed as.
Number 8.
Number 8.
Number eight.
Number 8.
It is a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat.
What's your most embarrassing drunk story?
Drunk
story.
Ah, how do you narrow that down to one?
Because it was Christmas.
Cilantro. Oh,
that smells
Give that a sniff, Ian, did you?
That's like caramel. This is just, you know that syrup they put into lattes? That's
Just
what this is.
Hear that?
That was coffee rum.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, that's stunning.
Fucking hell, that is ridiculous.
Put that on my fucking coffee every morning.
Yeah,
Maybe onto
my
a winner.
God. 2010, and it was the year in Ireland that we
Pressure.
called the Big Snow. Do you remember the Big Snow? I had to walk, because the buses weren't running, I had to walk like an hour to the nearest supermarket, buy Christmas dinner, put it in my suitcase and walk home. Like it was so snowy, so awful. I remember making Christmas dinner, and after I made it, both my parents just fell asleep. Rang my friends and I was like, what's the crack? They're like, we're having a big session up in our friend's house. So I turned up there with a crate of Budweiser and a bottle of Malibu. Many things happened. I remember at one stage sitting in a chair and a Christmas tree falling on top of me and being like, I can't. And then Boxing Day, Stevens's Day morning, I woke up on my own sofa. I remember thinking, ow, my hip hurts so much. And not even my cat, the neighbour's cat was in our house lying on top of me, and he was a big fat fucker, so like he was like hurting my hip at this stage. And I looked over, my passport was on the radiator, as was my wallet, as was like various things. My dad came in with a cup of tea and he was like, you alright, love? You alright? Happens to the best of us.
Oh no.
And I was like, what the fuck happened?
Well, there's a lot to choose from. There's a lot of times where, like, one time that I came home and I woke up the next morning and I had a reply from Mr. Pringle.
The Mr. Pringle?
I don't know. I thought I was texting, but I came home and texted, did you get home okay? To Mr. Pringle's Facebook page. And I woke up to a reply from Mr. Pringle saying, yeah, you X. And I'm like, what? Right, so you know when you get that level of drink where you're drunk texting Mr. Pringle? We've all been there.
Which 3 triers are most likely to survive the zombie apocalypse?
Ooh. It smells really nice.
Well, this is one of those schnapps, is it?
Schnapp.
Ooh, very sweet.
Is that peach?
Strawberry schnapps.
It's really good.
Yes.
Colin, Kelly and Sean.
Oh.
Kelly, because she is like just a computer wizard and a tech wizard and a security wizard.
Yeah.
Colin, for his quick editing. He's got the, like, he knows the fucking spin. People be like, oh, we're panicking. He's like, I put a little funny edge on it. Don't worry, guys. And Sean, for the announcements, being like, we found a safe house. Have no fear.
I think that's fucking perfect. Honestly, in terms of the best people for it, I have to mention one other person who I think is just immortal in general. It's Kira.
It's Kira.
Kira.
You could test, like,
test,
you know, vaccines and shit in her, and she'd be like, oh, it's very smoky. Oh God, it's lush.
Any apocalypse whatsoever, that girl would just sail through thinking this is a walk in the park, because she is not like other people. She is not human.
No, she's
and her
not.
blood needs to be given to science because she is an incredible fucking human being.
If there was one of those solar flares came at us, everyone's dying. She's like, it's quite warm, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
It's a bit.
Their final question, and it's a nice handy one. What's your favourite karaoke song?
Karaoke song.
I'll let you do the shot, maybe.
oh, why would you give us this as the last
I
shot?
think I'm gonna drink this. Is that the one with the fucking chili in it?
It is a spicy.
Oh, you bastard.
Why would you do that? Like, honestly,
I
I
half
to
took that
wash
shot
down.
and it went all around my lips and now they're very sore.
Oh my
That
god.
also tasted dusty.
Sweet divine Christ, why?
What was the question?
Oh, so many possibilities.
No, I've won.
Go
I've
on.
always had one in the back of my head. Alanis Morissette's You Oughta Know. It's aggressive. It is my childhood. It's the first time I remember sitting in a chipper in Mullingar and someone put it on a jukebox and it had only just come out. I was about 6 years old and I was like, women can be rock stars too. I want to be a rock star. Listen to this.
The one that bizarrely, whenever I'm locked, and I've had it at multiple Christmas parties, I end up doing Valerie.
Oh, it's a great.
Which is an
Zootons
absolute-
or Amy Winehouse?
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse. I'm a Zootons.
Amy Winehouse. I always end up doing that at Christmas parties, but I would go to either then Grease or ABBA. But Grease, I just always wanted to be Sandy, so if I could ever be Hope and Seed above it, I always try to do that. Or one of Rizzo's solos as well, to be like.
Do you know what? The production of Grease, and when you get to be Sandy, I will be hopelessly devoted.
I can't wait for her tries production.
As long as
of
I
Grease.
get to be Rizzo.
Yeah.
Please can we do Try Does fucking karaoke? Oh my
Try-
god, that would be fucking
Oh please, let's do that.
Copyright strike.
Yeah.
You finished 10 questions, 10 shots.
Mm,
How you feeling?
hammered. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, that was class.
It
I
was.
love that.
I like this new kind of little find out a bit more. Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
I actually can't wait to see what other people said.
The more you drink, the more honest and open you become. It's
You
like a
do.
fucking onion blooming open, a blooming onion.
An onion? A rose? What onions have you been like, oh, let the sunshine?
Shots do help. They make
They
you
do.
more honest, more open,
Yeah.
and more scary in hindsight because you
Yeah.
look back and be like, oh no.
We're gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, what did we say?
Oh no.
What did we say?
He texted Mr. Prinkle like, look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Subscribe
To
the
try
channel.
all
The
things
you
need
are
in
this
section. Try
to
find
them. Bye.